Hello everybody, we are back with the driveway week 16. Let's get into it. This is the start. It had rained a lot earlier before our race. All the other racers in the previous categories had to deal with this. Luckily we did not. The course was still wet, but anyways, let's get in. So there's a little move going. CCR, there we go. Okay, so Bo was gonna go for it, didn't. Scott went instead, and Bo was happy to let him go. I jumped on Scott's wheel, and he was just pulling nice and strong. Yeah, apologies for all the spray on the camera lens. It's gonna be a little blurry, a little bit of whatever. Couldn't do anything about it. I guess I could have wiped the lens, but I didn't think about it in the race. Alright, and Scott flicks his elbow right here, and I was like, alright, you know what, I'm just going to attack and go right across to that group. There they are going up the corkscrew. Came into it hot. I love going on the inside. I think I clipped my pedal there, either then or at some point I did. So here we are up in the group. There's Mike Reyna on the front. He's driving it. He loves to do these early moves, and it's good. He like gets out ahead of it and is up there at the front then. All right, invisible aero bars, controversial subject. I like it. I'm fine with it. I'm confident in my ability to handle, especially on the front. Okay, in the middle of the group, no, but on the front, fine. No problem at all. So it was a little group. I knew this wasn't gonna stick. There were no big hitters in there other than myself, obviously. But it just wasn't the right composition, and it was too early. So we got caught by the field, I think. Yeah, there we go. So there's Gherkins, and then I think that's Zach or yeah, Zach on the left. Anyways, okay, fast forward. Here we are. There's another move. I think TC and Zach were both up the road there, and I was like, this is great. I know Dave wants to go. There he goes. And there's all these guys peeling off left and right, and Dave just boop, 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 right up through the middle. He's going. Oh, here we go. We're coming up on this guy. Yeah, he's going too slow. Let's go around him. Boom. And turn on the afterburners, and here goes Wanger right across to the group. And I was like, this is perfect. I'm getting a tow right up to my teammates, and we're gonna have 3 of us up the road. But it was still a little early on in the race, so I wasn't sure if this was gonna stick anyways. All right, there we go, and boom, he pulled off as he should. There's no point in working when there are 3 elbows riders in the move. He can sit on. Cool. But this was not a successful move either. These early moves just whittle it down. It was hard, it was fast, but it's not what it puts people in a position where they start to let moves go. And for instance here, everyone's starting to sit up, look at each other. It had been hard, everyone's gassed, and I was like, oh, there's a hole. Boom, shoot the gap, go for it. And I think that was Scott on the right, but I ignored. Boom, right into the invisible aero bars. Whatever. I didn't think this attack was going to stick. I just saw an opportunity and went for it because I wasn't bored, but why not, you know? There's a gap, or there's a hole right up the middle, just go for it. And then I hear Sheehan behind me chanting, blow bikes, and I got so stoked because I knew that meant Ian was there, and Sheehan was there, and myself, there you go. So there's Ian, and then right behind him is Sheehan, and then Lucas was here. I didn't realize we had got a gap immediately, so I kind of missed the back end there. But anyways, a few more came across. So we got Jim from Violet Crown. There was, all right, Paul Carty, TC came up. Lucas was there. We had Bo Edwards. We had a Moonshot guy, and then you got Jake Boone there, who's riding real strong right now. So it was a good-sized group, and this was basically the group that we had. This was our break. We got like at least 10 seconds in one lap. This is a lap later, and we already had a 10-second gap. It kind of blew my mind. Like, I started the break, but it was not a move. That little jump up the middle, I didn't think that was going to work. But hey, you never know. People are gassed. They let one thing go, and boom, they regret it. So let's fast forward. Boom, 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 boom. We're going. Sheehan was driving it real hard. trying to get rid of any what would you call it? Any dead weight, any people that weren't contributing much or who couldn't hang. So anyways, as you can see, just drives it. And here we are, another attack. And I decided, you know what, I'll let other people chase, and I'll just mooch off them. I made the VC guy go. I told him to keep going because he's real strong, but also gotta, he didn't exactly know what he was doing, so I knew I could exploit it a little bit, and so I did. So he was able to pull us back up to these guys. Meanwhile, I had TC sitting behind me, and he was able to save a little bit. He and I did a really good job of tag teaming this breakaway. We were one of us at any given time when someone's on an attack, one of us was there covering it, going with it. So anyways, the break was getting whittled down, so it was down to 7, and then I see Sheehan motion to Paul to get on his wheel, and boom, I knew it. I knew he was going to attack. Sheehan coaches Paul. He's just, it's the She-Hanimal coaching special. Get on my wheel and I'll attack and you just follow me. So I saw that happening. I saw him motion for Paul to follow. So I was ready for it. My legs weren't ready for it, but I was mentally ready for it. And Sheehan is off to the races. So immediately we're like, all right, we need to just get ourselves together, rotate, and bring him back. We just need to rotate, nice and smooth, no crazy hard surges, and we'll get him back. We cannot let him go solo and get another solo win at the driveway. So ended up we were able to catch him later this lap. It was a good move, but we were motivated. Yeah, see, there we go. We're catching him just a little bit later. So it was after that attack got brought back, it was pretty much just a steady roll of the brake. But that attack by Sheehan got rid of Jim on Violet Crown, so then there were 6. It was Paul, myself, Bo on CCR, Sheehan, TC, and Lucas. That was the final composition of the breakaway, and then it was just Lucas made a little dig here. After this dig, like everyone was on that one pretty quick, so after Lucas made this dig, basically it was together. We just rolled steady, smooth rotation for the rest of the race. The field started closing in on us with about 5 laps to go. The gap was like, they were telling us the gap each time we come by, and it was going down and down until with like 3 laps to go, it was down to 20 seconds. So then Sheehan just started yelling, trying to get us reorganized. Not that we were disorganized, but really get us to start throttling it again, because if we didn't, we were gonna get caught, and it would have been a whole race off the front for nothing. So we're drilling it, and we're coming into the last, there 1 to go. So final lap, we're gonna just go through this entire thing. It was nice and smooth. TC was looking a little bit gassed, and so I was just trying to think, like, what can we do? So you could actually see the pack over on the right there. They were just coming around the line as we got over the corkscrew. Anyways, back to this. I was really trying to work out in my head, okay, what is the best way, like, how can TC and I get a win, right? Like, there's 2 of us in this break, which is good. We've got the odds. So I thought one of us needs to be marking Sheehan and or Lucas, because they're the 2 fastest sprinters of the group. And the other one either needs to lead, like one of us needs to lead out or hit out on an attack and try and catch people by surprise. And I was thinking I'll lead TC out. So at this point I told TC, just stay on Sheehan's wheel. Just stick to it. Like, you stay on Sheehan's wheel, you're gonna finish in a good spot no matter what, and you might be able to come around. But here, they start cat and mousing. Everyone's sitting up, looking around. It starts to get easier. There's a hole on the inside. Sheehan adjusts his shoes. Boom! I was like, he adjusts his shoes. I'm going. Like, I'm gonna catch them all off guard. And sure enough, I did. I got a gap, and I stayed at or above 500 watts this entire, like, last 500 or 600 meters. I was just gunning for it, and it was the longest stretch of my life. The finish could not come soon enough. I'm going, glance over my shoulder, under my shoulder every few seconds just to see, like, where's the gap at? Like, did they immediately respond? Do I need to just lead this out, or do I and I had a gap, and then they start closing it quick, so I get out of the saddle. One last little push here, boom, last corner. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna win a driveway. Here we go. Oh no, they came flying by, and I was devastated. I really thought I was gonna win a driveway there, but I was so gassed. Look, watch this. I almost, like, just stopped. Almost couldn't make it up the corkscrew here. Almost fell over, like, oh, whoa. But yeah, that is that. Almost got the W. Still got third, but oh well. Anyways, like, subscribe, follow on the things. Thanks for watching.